pretty much go off the cuff. Welcome, 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 welcome to another edition of Billionaire Talk. Excuse me, 7 p.m. Eastern time on this wonderful winning Wednesday. Billionaire Talk, 7 p.m. Eastern time. The topic tonight, I will talk to you guys about the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party. This is I don't know if you guys may be familiar with the Black Panther Party, but this is the time I'm gonna get you guys familiar with the Black Panther Party. You might have heard of it, and it's a huge difference from what you see now with the Black Lives Matter movement. Some similarities, and this is this is what the Black Lives Matter movement kind of sort of patterned themselves out, after the Black Panther Party movement. So again, welcome. If you this is your first time being here, Billionaire Talk, we'll talk about various topics, whether it's race, history, what's going on, just various topics, really, and that's why I kind of put this platform together. Allow my other things I do could be anywhere from the food reviews or motivation, and this is the platform I have as far as everything else. So again, Billionaire Talk, talking about the Black Panther Party movement. Let's go from the beginning. The Black Panther Party was started in Oakland, California in 1966. It was started from a brother, Bobby Seale, Huey P. Newton, and a brother named, let me get his name right. I always forget his name, Albert Howard. What's good, DOD? Peace, 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 and blessings. Albert Howard was the third one, but the more notable one was Bobby Seale and Huey Newton. So this was started because of it was a 16-year-old unarmed Black teen in San Francisco that was, gunned down, shot in the back, Oaktown, shot in the back, and that's how, the party started. Same similarities as the what we have now with the Black Lives Matter movement, and they were started. If you looked at yesterday live in 2013 for the acquittal of Trayvon Martin. Pretty much same situation. So San Francisco unarmed teen, got shot by the police, and Black Panther Party was pretty much formed after that. The purpose of the Black Panther Party was to, as they say, police the police and to protect the neighborhoods. And I made this, this note yesterday when I was talking the Black Lives Matter movement, and the three sisters who started that, and I was just kind of notating on if they, from what I understand or what I read, my research, that they actually I guess kind of got the idea from the Black Panther Party, and they are just designated for a white cop shooting a black person and police brutality, and that's pretty much it. I was on discussions some days ago on social media, and people just came for me. It was like, why they can't do more No, they just supposed to be for this. They just supposed to be for police brutality. They not worried about nobody else. So, I threw it out there. So I said, if they supposed to be kind of the next Black Panther Party movement, so to speak, and maybe they're not. I don't know the sisters, and I try to get any type of reports or research and interviews of why they just formed just for the police, and I haven't found any. So again, the Black Lives Matter movement is supposed to be strictly for police brutality, from what I understand. If somebody can find me anything that saying not, please let me know. And as we see that they are just really police brutality. So what's good, Pickadale? What's good? What's good? Thank you for coming through. Thank you, and everybody who's in. Thank you for coming through. So backtrack to the Black Panther Party. What's good, April? The Black Panther Party movement started with the police brutality incident of being wronged by the police, and what they end up doing, they end up, when I was saying that they policed the neighborhood, that the main thing how they started, they policed the neighborhood, far as looking at cops and making sure that the cops did not brutalize or go overboard with Black folks in the neighborhood. And that was the other part of it. The Another part of it was that they policed their neighborhoods. And when I say that, what's good, Angel? Thanks for coming through, and everybody, thanks for coming through. So, what's good, Bella? Mount up. Thank you. Mount up, squad up, mount up. So again, they police their own neighborhood. So when I say police their own neighborhood, that means they was on top of the killings and the drug dealing and the robberies and even might have helped Miss Johnson with her groceries, or but protecting the seniors and all of that. And they even expanded one of their main social programs. What they did was the free lunch program, or free breakfast program. Sorry, free breakfast program. And what that did, they fed kids before they went to school, and that went from locally where they was at, and spread to cities all across the country. And even the Black Panther Party, going back, what's good, VA, Buckbang Queens, what's good, welcome. And the Black Panther Party actually spread it throughout the country, in different cities, and I think they said up to about 45 different cities had different sections, of the Black Panther Party, and they actually duplicated the same thing with the free lunch program. And what's good, brother James? What's good? The free lunch program, and all of that. So they were doing it. They were doing it. What happened? As they went further, of course, they got a lot of slack, because one big thing they was doing was they were carrying, open carry, which we have laws today with that. So Huey P. Newton, what he did, he researched the California state laws about open carry, and then found out that you can actually carry a loaded weapon, in public. You can do that. So that's what they armed themselves with. And when they came to the police with different things, like when the police were stopping people and what have you, they knew by law, what the law stated, that long as they were showing it, and they were good, they're within the law. And so they researched that. And one quick note with Huey P. Newton too. A lot of people don't really put out there, but a very intelligent, smart brother. All of them were. He has a doctorate. He had a PhD. So again, um, very intelligent, very intelligent. These brothers were very strategic with what they was doing. So again, going back to fast forward to now in 2020 with the Black Lives Matter movement, I was stating yesterday, I applaud, what they do, as far as I mean, I applaud the effort, of what they do. I'm not one to be on the bench or in the background, hating, because I applaud anybody who make an attempt. So don't take this that I'm bash them and whatever. So I applaud the effort of what they attempted to do, because it's the first step is to get out there and do it if you trying to fight for social justice or fight for people rights. So definitely applaud that. Going backwards again with the Black Panther movement, as they grew, as all the hate came in. One of their biggest opponents, I guess you say, was the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover, and that situation with it came out later on with the program that he had, COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO was actually designed to minimize a lot of the civil rights movement and the black leaders. And the Black Panther Party was no exception to none of this. And so, again, as they grew, a couple of things that happened, for their eventual demise was that they had a lot of infighting, started with a lot of infighting and FBI infiltration. And it's been a couple movies about the Black Panther. You don't party and you see the probably documentaries on it, and they had agents went in there to kind of disrupt things, and information back to government officials and different things like that. So so that was the eventual what led to the demise of the Black Panther Party movement. But let's go back before we get to the end part of it. When we talk about the good that they did with the social programs, the free breakfast program, that was one. They also had free, started free clinics, medical clinics for people that was in the hood that couldn't actually have the medical insurance. They didn't have medical insurance. Yes, DOD, the COINTELPRO counterintelligence program. Yes. That's a program that was like I said, designed to take out a lot of Black leaders and Black programs by J. Edgar Hoover. That's a program that was eventually was exposed later on. So again, they had clinics, medical clinics that they was you if you didn't have an insurance and whatever, you could go get screened, and they had trained medical people, had volunteers, and the whole nine would actually help the people in the hood. And they also was very instrumental on testing for sickle cell, which is something big in the Black community. So with them programs. So I mean, a lot of good with it. So don't get get it twisted and get involved with the thinking if you heard about the Black Panther party, and it was crazy because I was actually talking to a person some weeks ago. It was a white person, and that was at that age of when it was out there, and it's just so crazy how some people would look at the Black Panther Party as violent, and the guy was like, "Oh man, it was a very violent group, and this and that, blah blah blah." So I'm thinking to myself, you talking about them, but what about the Klan? What the Klan? Boy Scouts? And it's like it was so crazy. So what was so violent about them? And they had reports of shootouts with the cops and all this type of stuff, and those were situations when again uh, black folks that was unarmed and was just getting brutalized by the cops, and so it was a number of cases of Black Panthers having shootouts with the cops. And so, but you go to the history of the KKK, and then even go fast forward now to 2020 with these nationalists or whatever you want to call them, and we had the incident and um, nearby here, Charlottesville, Virginia. A couple of years back, the guy run over the protesters and all this type of stuff because they just peacefully protesting, and the Black Panther, you want to compare them to the Klan. I mean, no comparison whatsoever. I mean, I don't know the Klan doing no free lunch programs or free medical clinics, and my research and what I know about the Klan was the Klan, snatching people from the homes and lynching them, and murder and mayhem, and all of that, and still doing it this to this day. So again, it's crazy how people will look at the same thing and will just see something different, So when the brother, and like I say, I see, yeah, he is a brother, whether he white or not, but just misunderstood. You talking about the Black Panther Party was very violent, and like I said, they was called revolutionaries, and they was armed, and when I and from the research and what I've heard, in the past, and what the history books say, they was always protecting themselves, and they did it by being armed and defending themselves, and that's what has always has happened, in this in this country. When we do it, it's an issue. We're okay when we turn the other cheek, or sitting down and getting beat down. Everything's fine. But when we start protecting ourselves, it's something different. So again, one of their big components, like I say, they was armed. They looked at the laws, found out that they can open carry. So of course, at the time, California, the state of California, the governor was Ronald Reagan at the time, a very familiar name in history. Ended up, becoming, president of the United States, and he was an actor as well. Very conservative governor and politician. So this created the Mumford Act. The Mumford Act was, what that did, that banned the open carry, because they was like, oh, okay, they read, so it was like, okay, we got to stop this, because that's when shootouts would come in, and all this type of stuff, and they were like, they using our own laws against us. So that's again, that was created the Mumford Act, and Ronald Reagan signed that in. So that changed the open carry, in public. So that was one of the things that was beginning the nail in the coffin with the Black Panther Party movement. So fast forward to now with 2020 with the Black Lives Matter movement, totally different, and Again, like I said, it looks like they just concentrate on the police brutality and bringing attention to the police brutality. That's what's going on right now, and the police murders and different things like that. I haven't seen them with the um, arming themselves or what have you. It is a group out there now, the NAFC, NAFC brothers that pretty much took that whole thing, brothers and sisters, took that whole thing of the Black Panther movement with the arm, situation. Yeah, there's an NAFC, um, and they're doing it with that. So you don't have that one group that's totally getting the whole Black Panther party situation. So again, a lot of good that it did. We talk about the free breakfast. We talk about the clinics, and like I said, it was very instrumental in the sickle cell testing in the community. Also, they were teaching some of the young kids, not necessarily just education, but they was teaching them about the things that we didn't necessarily learn in school about our history, and attempting to empower our kids. So you see a lot of videos of them with kids in the classroom and everything. So that was an instrumental as well. And they was actually teaching our kids the history that as we went to school that we didn't get. It wasn't just the European, about George Washington, first president, and Columbus discovered America. It wasn't none of that stuff. It was, different things about, the Marcus Garveys and Malcolm X and what have you. And a funny little side note with the Black Panther party movement, if you see if you know what they wear, what they used to wear with the black leather jackets and the sometimes you see berets and the they always had rifles or whatever in their hands. And a funny little side note, I saw a interview some time ago. It was somehow how did they come up with that? And one of the founders, Huey P. Newton, just stated that was the thing that every brother had in their closet. So that's how they did that. What's good, Chip? What's good, Chip? What is going on with you, my brother? Join in. We talking about the Black Panther Party movement, and again, we started, with the police brutality. Well, it started with the shooting of an unarmed black teenager in San Francisco in 1960s, and 1966 it was officially formed by Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, and Edward Howard, actually one of the founders of it, and how they grew, and and the program that they had. So again, totally different than the Black Lives Matter movement, and what we have going on now. So and even so, with that being said, yes, DOD, Columbus never discovered anything, and that was some of the one of the many lies that we were told. And when we were told a lot of lies. That's the only way I could say it. We was told a lot of lies just to keep us in place, and because if you take away people mental, you take away their history, which they attempted to do with us, you have a lost people, and that's really the reason why we as a whole in the state, in our community, I mean, this is where we at today. Just a lost people, as they say, the lost tribe of Shabazz. So again, get back to the Black Panther Party movement and the Black Lives Matter movement. Like I said, just don't. I mean, I know a lot of kids, even if they know about the Black Panther Party, they might say that this stuff is the same thing. It's not the same thing by any means. The only similarity is they were created because of the police brutality situation. But other than that, to be honest, they don't hold nothing against the Black Panther Party movement. No, nobody has really since then. And none of that at all. And they one of the main things that the Black Panther Party movement actually did was to empower and they did with the being independent and for us to do our own. All other organizations that were created after that pretty much was we was out there begging, or as I say, begging for help or on warning I talked about voting yesterday, and like I said, go ahead vote. I don't, and I don't care you vote or not. To be honest, because what you gonna do after voting? That's my thing, and that's another thing. That's a topic I actually probably gonna do tomorrow. Voting, what's next? As we enter the voting season now, we are getting so much where go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote. You hearing you hearing people saying, um, I don't care. As long as we get the current president out, I don't care. Let's vote. Vote, vote, vote. We were doing this for well over 60 some years or better, and this is where we at. But that's gonna be another show. That's gonna be another show. But again, that's the main things with the main facts with the Black Panther Party. Um, I think they was probably the most instrumental group, definitely for us that ever been created. So what Chip got going? Chip say every time we did our own thing, they found a sellout to infiltrate for info. Oh yeah, that's right. You won't hear when I was talking about that. Yeah, the FBI with the COINTELPRO, and it's crazy. With that. What's good, Angel Army? Thanks for coming. Yeah, better late than never. Better late than never. That's been going on since Africa. That's why we here now. That's why our ancestors came because somebody sold us out to the Europeans in. Because we had the tight fortress, the tight military. And they couldn't get in. We had famous leaders and generals like Hannibal, in Africa and Europeans or whoever. The enemy could not get in. The only time the enemy started infiltrating, just like getting in, just like Chip said, some people started letting them in, and here we are. Here we are. And we here in 2020, still a lot of stuff still going on. And again, with the Black Panther Party movement, with DOD top of the COINTELPRO counterintelligence program that was designed, from J. Edgar Hoover, that was designed. He was the head of the FBI, and it was designed to take out Black leaders, Black programs. And if y'all do y'all research on the COINTELPRO, a lot of stuff is out there now because the records are not sealed anymore, and that's when all the stuff was exposed. And they talked about it, mentioned the quote, the Black Messiah, and their purpose was to not have a Black Messiah to rise. So that's what happened with King. That's what happened with Malcolm X and others. And Mega Evers, you name it. That's what happened with that. So again, very, very, very deep. True. Very, very deep. Again, the Black Panther Party movement. Those were they're pretty much the faction. Like I say, personally, I think they're one of the greatest programs for us that we ever had. DOD told me he designed it on 1922. What you top of the COINTELPRO or I don't know exactly some of the what was designed in 1922. I actually don't know when that was started, to be honest. I just know about it. So let's see, with a lot of stuff coming in. What Chip say? Our enemies are doing what the Most High is allowing, but that's another story. True indeed, true indeed, true indeed. Yeah. So again, a lot, man, and just do your research. It's a lot of stuff, and the thing about it, a lot of things that's going on today. As they say, history repeat itself, and if you don't learn from it, and that's part of what I do now. Is that let's see. Yes, Coach Pro is old. Yeah. Okay, the 1922, the chip was saying, but DOD had said it earlier. Yes. But yeah. So yeah, I know it went back. I didn't know the exact date. When with that, but again, a lot of stuff that's going on today, with the with the situation with the police and everything, and it still brings me back to that question of or just putting out there, we're still doing the same thing, and it's like the sanity thing. We're still doing the same thing, expecting different results, and this is years and years down the road. We in 2020, September 2020, and we're still doing the same thing. We're still doing the protesting, the violent. We did the violent protesting before. We did all of that, and how far have we gone? We've had strides. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ain't like we haven't had anything, but how far? How far? We had a lot of people in the past, told us different things about, separating, empowering our own selves. We had that, but we shot a lot of them down. And a lot of stuff that did rise up was to be friends with your enemy. Let's see what DOD say. Today the program is called Black Identity Extremists. Okay. Black Identity Extremists. Okay. That's something I don't, I had to research as well. But yeah, it's I mean, it's out there. I'm doing my research on that, my brother. BIE. I'm gonna definitely do my research on that. And that's the thing, the same stuff going on, but different names. Different names. It ain't like it went away when they shut the COINTELPRO down and Hoover. So again, and I'm definitely gonna do my research on that one. So I'll be aware of what's the new name. It's the same story, but new name. With that. So again, I'm gonna close this thing out, and I thank you guys for coming through once again. We just touch on the Black Panther Party movement just a little bit, and I wanted to do that because I talked about the Black Lives Matter movement yesterday, and just to trying to distinguish, with the two, and it's no comparison whatsoever. You know, um, you know, definitely no comparison. The Black Panther movement was more phenomenal, and only time will tell how the Black Lives Matter movement will grow, and if it go even further than just protesting and protest police brutality. Only time will tell. So thank you, Pickadale. Thank you, Pickadale. And so what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm coming to you guys every day around about 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking at talking about voting, voting what's next. And that's gonna be a huge topic. Again, like I said, go vote. I mean, I don't tell people not to vote. I don't tell people to vote. I don't tell people vote Democrat. I don't tell people vote Republican. You do what you want to do. I personally, not, any of them. Any of them. So, but again, that would be the next topic. Voting. What's next? What are we going to do after we vote? So again, thank you guys. Thank you everybody who came, to the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's greatly appreciated, and I love this. I come to you, you guys. You teach me stuff, and like I say, I'm gonna research the BIE, from the brother DOD, and definitely, I love it, and this is all about the dialogue. It's not about me just talking about different things. It's just a great dialogue. Thank you, Bella. Thank you for coming through. So again, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Manana, and God bless. Talk to you soon.